Yeah. I don't give a f.
Well, you then, bitch. I'm gonna mute that.
You can hang that up.
It's all good.
Probably not.
Hey, delete that part. Delete that part.
What are you even talking about?
That's a different conversation.
They get your stupid ugly ass out here.
You are now tuned into The Twist on You Film Me TV. This is not your grandmother's cup of tea.
Welcome to another episode of The Twist.
On You Feel Me TV.
It's not your ordinary podcast.
It's a Squadcast.
And if you're holy.
It's Godcast.
And if you're gang,
it's a Mobcast.
I thought you done forgot your line.
Sorry. It's a Mobcast.
Are you sleepy?
No.
Okay. Nervous? Because you done did this like 138
No,
times.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Why are you nervous?
I'm not nervous, but for whatever reason, I don't know why I twisted what you was going to say in my head, but I knew what you was going to say, but I just twisted
nervous. It. She waited 159 episodes
to get nervous.
All right. So it is me, Rell Beatz, a.k.a. Chef Boyard Beats.
Got my boy Pete.
Hey, double cupped up per usual. Yankee fitted on because it's just part of the uniform. And 3's on today because he's my favorite. And I'm getting the black cements again. 2 pairs if I'm lucky.
Got my girl Jay.
Living my life like it's golden. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. That don't sound too golden.
To be
honest.
It sound like the Flavor Flav joint.
You know what I'm saying? Playing if you ask me.
Relax.
Joining us in the conversation today, we have an author, an entrepreneur, multi-millionaire rap artist.
Everybody give it up for Glorilla.
She has a brand, the owner of the SK brand, owner of the Coil brand. She owns some other stuff, and the list goes on. We have Miss Shaunell Kennard.
Also, she just got the award, Joe Biden's Doctor Award of the Year.
Okay, we're going to make some horn noise.
Your presidential award, yeah. So it's Dr. Kennard.
Presidential award.
Okay.
Yeah. Dr. Kennard, October the 5th. But if y'all want to practice now, you can get your practice in, okay? Because if they don't say doctor before they say my name after October 5th, I'm not going to be sure who they talking to.
So you losing your pronouns.
I don't have none but doctor.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
You can scream it in the crowd. I'm going to raise my hand.
Okay. I like that. So what brings you here today? No, for real. So she tells me, I catch her watching your stories all the time. So I said, this must be an interesting person because you watch her like TV. So she was like, oh yeah, this is my dog. So I take you from New Orleans.
Absolutely.
Okay. I hear the accent, but I don't.
Well, I've been in Atlanta 20 years, so I have a little bit of something else. I'm not going to call it Atlanta, but I have a little bit of something else mixed in with my New Orleans, so.
Do say?
No, Duce. I don't drink or smoke or anything like that, and I never did.
Okay.
I'm crazy enough. Don't need no liquor, no enhancements.
Okay. I feel that. No enhancements.
No enhancements.
So you ain't got with the whole trend of Atlanta?
Atlanta trends are nuts. You better not fall into now one of these trends that they got going on.
I hear that.
You're in trouble and you're doomed.
Yeah.
You don't like the little flare pants with the skinny jeans?
I don't see you with none on.
Yeah, I'm old though.
Relax.
I see you though. Nah. That's what's up. So tell us a little bit about the book.
So
that's enough about that. Listen, let's get to the real stuff.
Shut up.
Let's go.
Do I have
you got
this
the book
in here? No, I have some in the car if I don't have it in here.
Definitely got the Cheetos.
No, I got me some Cheetos though.
Ain't got a purse with nothing but Cheetos in it. It's crazy.
Listen, I really should have had it because I have them in the car. So my book is called The Fifth Time is a Charm.
Okay. You want me to grab it out your car?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because I need it. I have to show y'all the
we
book.
gotta advertise.
I don't know why I got the bag of Cheetos. My favorite snack.
That's important.
My favorite snack. If you want anything from me, pull up with some Cheetos. And if they got the lime in it, we really best friends. Okay.
Dr. Cheetos, crazy.
In the front seat, yeah. Okay. So the book.
No, don't tell us yet. We taking commercial break.
Oh, we're gonna take a commercial break? Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right. Welcome back. We just took a break and that was the fastest break in history. So back to this book.
So my book is called The Fifth Time is a Charm. I'm gonna let all the great people see it because you guys need to pre-order it now.
Show it to the host.
The host.
Now show it to the people. Host.
The people. So, this book is basically, I have been married 4 times, under 40, and I have been divorced 4 times, all by the age of 37. And don't say no, watch your mouth.
Ooh.
Watch your thoughts. So this book kind of just walks you through like each phase of my life, what I thought when I was 16, 17, so now what I think as now I'm 40, but as a 40-year-old adult. It kind of takes you through every marriage because all of them were different. People were like, well, you picking the same kind of man. Every last one of these men was different. So far from similar, nothing is similar about any of them.
Were they all black?
I mean, that's the only similarity they got is that they
That's
all
where you
black.
messed up. You picked the same thing over and over.
But it kind of takes you through that, and then it takes you through the healing process, and then kind of like what that looked like, and then me manifesting husband number 5 because there will be a husband number 5. Okay. A lot of women go through life and they let like their story become a weapon to them. So when I got a divorce, when we broke up, it was kind of like public because I have a decent amount of like followers on Instagram and I will always post him on social media. And so it was kind of like a crazy thing. So I'm like, everybody came up with what the story was. I said, but I'm going to put the story, I'm not giving it to Instagram for free. So I put it in a book. And I just decided not to use my story, let people use my story as a weapon because they're like, oh, she been married 4 times. She can't keep no man. I don't want none of them. And you ain't never got a husband and you got 10 baby daddies. So let's be clear. It was different. We all ended up not with the people, but nobody even thought enough for you. So before you try to throw rocks at my glass house, you got to look at your own glass house. So I put a lot of this in the book, the healing process, what I think about therapy, how therapy went, the good and bad parts of it, identifying like where I went wrong, because a lot of women want to try to blame everything on the men and it's not all their fault. Like some people are true victims, but you know you ain't supposed to be there, and sometimes you stay for whatever your reasoning was. So kind of like going through the reasoning of why I stayed in certain situations for so long, but ultimately like breaking down the process of identifying who I am as a person, now knowing what I want, because my first time I got married, I was 18. You don't know nothing. You don't have nothing. And they shouldn't even allow it. Like, it should just be against the law to get married at 18. I think it should be against the law to get married before you're 30. But it's only because I feel like to truly have a solid union and partnership, you have to be able to identify who you are as a person. You change. The 18-year-old person was different from my 21-year-old person, different from my 25-year-old, and especially my 30-year-old person that I was. You get with this person at 18, you're not the same human, and they're not either. Sometimes they stay the same, and you done grown, and you looking like, well, who is this human that I'm on the side of? So just really knowing that just because somebody offer you a ring don't mean you're supposed to take it.
You should have had a player option.
What's the player option?
It's like you get married 3 years. You
opt out of your country.
Yeah, it's like, so the marriage contract would be 4 years, but you got a player option after the 3rd year. So after the 3rd year, you're like, well, I want to stick around, sign you to the max or whatever, or you could opt out and find something else and still get your money.
Yeah.
I like that. I should have added that to my book. Maybe add that as my last
So question, with the 4th husband, this is the one you had on Instagram. Any before that, like we're on social media?
Well, no, because I was with that person over 10 years. Social media wasn't a thing when I was married to the other guys. It wasn't like Instagram was probably just coming out. If it was even out, I don't even think it was out yet.
So you didn't have them in your top 8 on MySpace?
No, I wasn't a big fan of MySpace.
What?
I couldn't figure MySpace out, actually.
Wasn't nothing to figure.
What's going on with this? Like, I wasn't into social media at all then. Even when like Twitter was out, I wasn't a big Twitter fan. When Instagram came out, I decided to do that because I had a business, and then I would post my flyers and people would come. So I kind of got addicted to the Instagram movement because it allowed me to make more money in my business.
So going forward, would you post, like just say if you get married again, would you post that person on your Instagram?
Oh, baby, I'm going to be single the rest of my life and be had a whole little family at home. And
hold on, you're going to be single with a family?
Yeah.
What, you asexual?
I'm going to tell social media I'm single. And I'm going to have a whole relationship going on.
I got you.
Because what I realized and I identified.
That is not what asexual means.
I thought you had sex by a baby by yourself.
No.
Play us fuck up.
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh, okay.
For the hoes. That's not what I meant. Okay? We're not talking to the people over there. We're talking to
this
you.
for the hoes.
That's not what I meant. No, but social media, it can be good and bad for a relationship. So I'm just gonna opt out of that as a part of my relationship. If a person want me to post them all over social media, that ain't the person for me.
Okay.
And it's just with my last relationship when I posted things or did stuff, women would jump in they DM trying to offer them threesomes and I can fuck you better than her and I can do this and she don't love you anyway. She just wants some money. And it's like, you don't know what's going on at this household. What are y'all talking about?
Wait, you seen these messages?
I seen the messages.
You tell them to respond?
No, so I had his Instagram password for like 5 years.
Damn.
So
He
I
knew?
seen he didn't know. Because he logged into my cell phone one time. His phone had broke. He logged into his Instagram one time and he thought he logged out. But he must have hit something and it stayed on there.
So then you could go to yours and go to his.
I can go to mine and his. So I looked. So I knew everything he said. I knew when he was meeting up with people, who he was meeting up with, what they was doing. I knew it all.
So what you do in that time?
Nothing. I just knew. Like I told him nothing about it because he didn't have it in his cell phone. He knew it was on his Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? He's smart. So if I would have been bringing up, oh, you went to the club, you all this played out in his DM. So then he would have tried to change his password. You know, y'all men ain't slow. Y'all would have been like, how's she getting all my information?
No, I'm slow.
Brought it up. So
I guarantee you.
I just kept it to myself. But I would always know exactly what he was doing. And sometimes I would go and do some crazy stuff because I know he was doing some crazy stuff, to be honest with you, because I always used to be able to see his Instagram DM, but then also we had a bunch of cameras around our house and the cameras would activate when he would go on the balcony and he never knew. Like he would be talking about all kind of stuff. And I'm like, this damn fool. And I would just be looking at the little Ring camera. So after a while, he was like, how would she know everything? Fool, I'm hearing it out of your mouth.
Right.
We got cameras
You
everywhere.
saying when it like all went down?
Well, I just kind of like use the information just for my own personal self.
Okay.
To know that like this relationship is not really going to be for too long. This man is out of control. But I never told him anything because I wanted to keep getting the information. Like I'm a little nosy. So to me, it was like if I tell him exactly what I know right now, he's going to try to change something up because he's going to be like, how is she finding out these things? So for years, I just listened to the information and I was like, yep, he's a whore. Yep.
So why you didn't do like a Cheetahs episode?
Because I was getting my shit together. I knew the relationship wasn't going to work. So then in my brain, I'm like, okay, you need to figure out how to pay all your own bills this same exact way. You need to figure out how to do all these things yourself because you have to get out of this relationship. So I sat back and was like, you know what? Can you pay for me to go to college? Can I get some school books? Can I? And it may sound bad, but I wasn't going backwards in life when I left him. So when I identified that this relationship is not really going to be a forever thing, I got myself together personally so that I could have the same lifestyle that I had in my relationship.
Okay.
So what do you think is like the craziest thing that you did in y'all's relationship?
Stayed in it.
Stay.
I mean, yes, stay. But like,
Stayed in it.
but that's actually the truth. Stayed in it way longer than I knew. Like I knew year one that wasn't a relationship for me. So for me to be in it almost 12 is absolutely insane. But you go through so many different phases. Like, this was the person that I felt in my brain that I was supposed to be with this person. Like, and I didn't want to give him to nobody else. I felt like that was my property. This is mine. Like, this book is mine. It ain't for nobody but me. I felt like that human was my human. And if I gave him away, then somebody else was going to get my human. And that I'm a middle child. We like our stuff.
You scared to start over? I mean, you did it for a time.
I mean, I've been started over a bunch of times, but in that space in life, my businesses were going really well. We had a lot of businesses together. So it was really going to be an unraveling of so many things that I mentally wasn't prepared for. So people stay in relationships. Like, my son was in high school. My stepson was in high school. Everybody had so many things going on. I felt like, girl, wait for these kids to get out of school. Wait for it. Like, don't cause a disarray in your house. Because our household, even though those things were happening, we had a system over there. And it was a good system. And my stepkids needed me. My son needed me to be kind of like situated. Not to be trying to tug of war and do what, and I wanted to be there for my stepson. I love them kids. I was in their life for a really long time. So I wanted to see high school graduation. I wanted to see so many things, and I knew if I wasn't around, I wasn't going to be able to see it. So I stayed until I couldn't stay no more. All the kids was out of high school. They hadn't graduated. My son went to college. He had finished his thing. So I waited as long as I could.
So you still cool with the stepkids?
We talk from time to time, like randomly. You get what I'm saying? But me and my ex-husband are now cool with each other. Yeah, we're cool with each other.
Would y'all keep talking to y'all ex-stepkids?
Cool?
My mama still talk to Brandon.
Yeah, if they gang, if they not gang, then fuck them.
But when you
that's your
woman,
half brother. Well, okay, never mind.
Yeah, but that's her stepkid.
Okay.
Wait,
I know.
when you have taken care of somebody or been in somebody's life for so long, it wasn't like I was a part of their life for 1 year.
Yeah.
One of them, I met him when he was like 9 months. So this is your kid. Like, you don't look at it as if this is your step kid. What I realized, the hardest part about getting a divorce is realizing these are really not my kids.
Yeah.
These are somebody else's children.
That's when I'm cutting all ties.
So that's the tricky part. So moving forward, I'm not even going to get close to nobody else's kids like that, because that was the heartbreaking component. Like, these ain't really my kids. Like, I don't really get to see them no more. Like, it's almost like your kids die, but they still alive. You get what I'm saying? But you have to grieve the fact that, like, I'm really not a part of these humans' life. I'm really not their mom. Because when you see them every day, when you doing this, I got to bring a bag here, do this, pick this one up, drop this one to training, like, in your brain, like, oh, these my kids. When I'm getting McDonald's for everybody getting food. When I'm going to the mall, everybody getting something. So in your brain, you have collectively just said, this is my little family. Right. But what you realize is this is temporary if you don't stay with this person. These are no longer, because now they may have a new stepmom. You get what I'm saying? Or now they may, whatever it is, and then you kind of just disappear in the wind. No matter what you feel like you've been to them, it ain't really that.
Yeah, so husband number 5, if he has like a young kid, like how would you maneuver with that, or you just can't do it? It's
just going to be tricky. Because I love children. Like, I collect everybody's child, but I would have a barrier because I do not want to go through that kind of heartbreak again with these kids not being a part of my life. So I am fully now aware that you have one child, lady. This is it.
Get a dog.
No, I want no damn dog.
Damn.
She had a dog.
Me and dogs don't work. You animal, you fur baby lovers, don't judge me, don't cancel me, but y'all can keep them animals.
I feel the same way.
You gotta take them somewhere. You gotta always take them with. They like a little kid.
They always stepping on your linens.
Yeah, like they want to scratch a couch up. They want to chew on.
Children do that.
They not chewing on the end of your couch
or your shoes.
If they are, then
Yeah, your kids didn't have no silver teeth.
Right.
But and then my son is 24, so like he's
Hell yeah,
really
he wasn't
big.
chewing on the couch at that age. At least
So not chewing on no couch at 4
No age,
either.
yeah.
Them kids ain't mentally stable. That's chewing. That's numbing on the edge of the couch.
At 24.
Yeah, he just bored at that point.
Never on the couch. You know you wanted to be a dog.
Oh,
I did. I did. That was my goal in life. I wanted to grow up to be a wolf. Like, I didn't have no goals. That police and nurse, all that shit, no, it wasn't for me.
He wanted to be a
You
wolf,
wanted to be an animal.
a dog.
I grew up watching Discovery Channel. She like, get this nigga away from me. Dead ass, I wanted to be a dog. I didn't have no aspirations, no dreams. I didn't want to do shit with life until I really started getting into music. That was around 11. But before that, Animal Planet, shawty.
Yeah, he said he used to bark at the door and everything.
Everything. I had a dog bowl. That's my mom. I had a dog bowl, everything.
I gotta call your mama.
Yeah, but she
Where
gave
your
me
daddy
creative
at?
freedom, though.
She gave me
She
creative
gave me creative
freedom.
freedom. That's why I love her for that.
So she gave you creative freedom.
Not
Besides to be a
creative
wolf.
freedom.
Yeah.
And get a dog bowl. You ate out of the dog bowl?
Sometimes.
Jesus.
Till I was about, what,
Lord,
till I was about
it's tricky
5.
out here.
Hey, till I was about 5.
Jesus, it's tricky out here. We got the humans in the dog bowl. We got these people with 1,000 bottles of baby oil. We got people who want to be a wolf in life.
Hey, used to.
It's tricky down here, guys.
Used to. Yeah, we came a long way, though. That's when I got the idea to be a veterinarian. But once I saw how much they got bit, I said, fuck that. Cool, I started rapping. Picked up the notepad. Fuck that.
So how's that going?
I don't do that no more. I didn't want to be a 30-year-old rapper, so when I was 29, I stopped that shit.
Oh, so now what is? How old are you?
Oh, shit. What I just turned?
37.
I forget I just turned, so, yeah.
So now what is the 30
So
to 30 to 39 goal?
So right now, I'm working on just building a platform, because once you get a platform, you can pretty much do anything. So we got into podcasting. I do the gaming as well. That shit took off. And then I started doing the Keith Lee parodies, like the food reviews. So that shit took off. So it kind of took me away from the gaming. So it's like I'm trying to get to the point where I just get an editor so we can keep pushing out the content. We bring bigger, people to the podcast, and we just create a platform. Like I said, if he want to start a headline or something, once you get that platform, you can do whatever.
You can do whatever you want.
So
Yeah.
I agree with
I'm gonna
that.
be a rapping wolf critic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna live out my dog dream.
But see, he was good, like with the music and stuff.
Yeah, it's
So-
just, I got tired. When I moved here, I got tired of it. Because everybody was like, had mohawks and bow bow and turn up. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Nah, that was cool. So,
You wanted to really be a rapper.
first artist I opened up for was Rich Homie. Rest in peace, Rich Homie.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Let me hear something.
I come through. That's it. That's all I got. I retired. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same no more. You don't want, the old people don't come out of retirement. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't picking
No,
up that.
Jay-Z came out of retirement.
But you don't
Tiana
wanna-
Taylor
see,
and Jay-Z both came out of
you don't want
retirement.
to see Mike Tyson fighting right now, do you?
Nope.
Yes.
That would be comical. I would actually go sit for that because his old soul would get knocked down by these little days.
He actually supposed to fight.
Yeah, but I say, when does that
November.
fight?
Yeah, he fight in November.
Oh, I'm going to see it.
Are
Yeah.
you going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You gonna be there?
Nah, you said you was working on his fifth husband. What you doing later? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shoot my shot. They come out to the fight. I'm starting to like your ass a little bit. You sexy right now. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm definitely working on
sexy
a
right now.
husband. There's a lot of great candidates, so we'll see what happens.
You ain't did one of those 20
Rell, you better put it in the ballot.
No, you gotta do the 20v1, the balloon pop thing. You ain't doing that.
What?
You be seeing that.
I never seen that.
Where they had the 20 people versus the contestant, and then they pick and
Everybody
choose.
walk in and pop their balloon
Yeah,
if they
I
don't
wanna
like
do
them.
one.
Yeah. We had a dating show, like if you
Yeah,
could
like
set
we
you
had
up.
a For the Love of Pete.
Yeah.
Like we had a dating show for him and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It's
a big
What kind
thing.
of women y'all got?
His contestants was trash.
Jesus
Shout out to them
Christ.
though.
Shout out all my contestants.
They were lovely women.
Yeah, I
Did
mean,
you
it
like
was,
any of them?
They were cool.
He couldn't see him. He was blindfolded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was blind.
But he blind.
Did you kiss them?
No. We said it was a dating show, not a freak show. we ain't gonna Diddy route.
I mean, in dating,
freak
you
off?
kiss sometimes. When you're actually dating, you're dating multiple people, and some of them people you might decide to kiss. One of them people you might decide to sleep with.
Okay,
all those
that's
different things.
I can't speak for all of them, but see, that's what women do. See, men don't be that lucky to do that. Because it's already cheating for us. Because once we start, we already going, you know what I'm saying, home base.
Yeah, I'm not dating around.
Yeah,
that's kind
of nasty. That's what dating is called.
That's nasty
dating,
to us.
No, true dating though.
Yeah.
People are confused about what dating is. When you are in the dating phase of your life, you are talking to multiple people. I'm not saying you're sleeping with multiple people, but you may have 4 or 5 people calling you. You may talk to one a little more than another one. One of them actually might come over for movie night. One of them you might actually cook dinner with. But when you're truly dating, that is multiple people. When you become exclusive with someone, that's when you're no longer in the dating phase of life. So women be like, oh, I'm dating. And I'm like, well, how many people are you dating? Oh, girl, I'm just dating one person. Well, you just trying to be exclusive with this person.
But when you hear a man say that, you be like, it's a turn off. You don't want to talk to nobody who's talking to multiple people.
That's somebody who ain't mentally developed to be an adult.
Okay.
For the hoes.
For the hoes. You hear that, hoes?
Because you're confused on what true dating is. When you first meet somebody, you have to get through months of just trying to identify if you even like that person or not. Right. If this is somebody you can see a future with. But you don't only have to do it with one person. Mm-hmm. Because guess what? You can do that with 3, 4 people. I'm getting old, honey. I don't got time to talk to you only for 4 months, then figure out, I don't like you, then start over with somebody else. No, I'm going to talk to 3, 4 y'all at the same time. I'm going to go out with 3, 4 y'all, then do the process of elimination. When you drop one, you pick another one up. It's like an NBA game. You got your roster. You got your starting roster. And then when somebody ain't doing right with the ball, somebody keep traveling, doing, baby, you got to go on the bench. And then you might get kicked out the game.
You definitely got to get her on the 20v1 because that is you can get your final person in 20 minutes.
See, sound like a good thing to me.
See, I don't like I'm a time person, so I don't have time to be dating 50 million people because I do a lot of shit. I edit, I do all the shit myself. So that's why I say I'm working to build a team. Once I get straight a couple of M's, you know what I'm saying, then I'll date. But I'm not dating like it costs too much to date in Atlanta.
It costs a lot. You got to have a coin.
$29,000 a day.
Coins to rub together. But I'm not saying date 10 women. That's excessive, right? But you can talk to 2 or 3 women because all those women are doing something totally different.
That's $1,600. That's 4 dates. Each date is $400.
Why is a date $400?
Yeah, ain't nobody going to the park no more.
You dating the wrong people. That's the problem.
Oh, okay.
You are meeting the wrong people. The first day, I did an interview yesterday, and it was like, what is your perfect first date? And I said, take me to Starbucks. Let's go straight to Starbucks. Get me a sandwich. Get me a latte. Because let me tell you, I'm busy, and I have my shit together, right? For the hoes and for the people. I got my shit together, okay? So I'm not dating because I need a meal. I'm not dating because I am in need of something. Mm-hmm. I am really trying to figure out who is my next person, right? So women, we have to get our hair done. We have to get our makeup done. We have to put on a nice outfit if I go on a real dinner date. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do that with a man that I don't know nothing about.
Yeah. But see, that's why I'm gonna what you doing you to death. I'm gonna send you a bunch of texts of what you doing.
And you better not because I am going to ignore it. But it's always fine that, okay, in the middle of the day, if it's 12, 1 o'clock and you talking on the phone with this person, hey, what you doing? Oh, nothing. Come meet me at Starbucks. Yeah. That's informal. You get what I'm saying? I can go with my gym outfit on. You get what, and it's not a big deal. You can go with your like leisure stuff on. It's not a big deal. But you can sit there for 30 minutes to an hour and just get a little bit of information about this person. I live far. Like it took me over an hour to get here. So at the end of the day, if I'm meeting somebody, I don't want to sit there and get dressed, do makeup, make sure my hair done, especially through the week. Girls don't have their hair done through the week.
No.
Like,
y'all don't go to work?
You have to, the way that I work, I don't need my hair to be crisp for a day. You get what I'm saying? And I go to the gym. You stupid.
It's not me, it's him. You laugh. Say, oh, y'all don't work?
No, we work for real. But
they do Zoom calls from the waist down.
But
got you.
But guess what? A lot of Zoom calls now, you don't even have to show your face.
Okay.
So you can have your pajamas on if you want to. COVID has given us a leg up in the world where you don't have to be crisp and clean through the week. Okay. And you can still get your stuff done because it's now the new norm to not be in person with people. So, I get a lot of my work done. I do business coaching for people. I do a lot of my coaching just sitting at my house because you want what's in my brain and you want the knowledge I have. It doesn't care what I look like. And a lot of times I have a cute picture on my Zoom thing. You look at this picture for the next hour. I might be laying in the bed, but I'm still gonna deliver the service you need. You just don't see what I look like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to your MySpace picture. She got one. I'm gonna find your page.
I need to go look. I'm telling
She got the SpongeBob background with the glitter.
With the glitter?
Yeah, I'm gonna find
It just says her name? To flash?
So I seen that you're gonna to give back to all the people who patronize you. So when you do your 50 businesses, or when you pick out your 50 people and you start the 50 businesses, are you gonna do business coaching with those people or?
Yes.
Okay.
So I had a contest that ended yesterday, actually. So all the people will get their notifications today who have been picked. About a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago, I did a sale for my lip glosses. Let's show the people.
The top one empty. I've been using that one.
Relax.
Hey, for the hoes.
For the people. So I did a sale on these lip glosses for $5 each. I sold over 10,000 lip glosses throughout that sale. And so I was just like, God blessed me so much with this particular sale that I wanted to bless other people. So, don't be adding up my number.
Oh, I did.
We already did that.
My number wrong, but $150.
I tell them mine is business.
And that's just a sale, y'all.
But it was a cute coin, right? Okay. And then I just felt like whoever supported me in that, because I posted on Instagram, now I sell enough product that I can get the luxury tubes. So at first I was only able to get the baseline, the starter kit tubes and the starter kit boxes and stuff because I was a new business. Now over the years, my factory ended up saying, oh, Shaunell, we can now get you these new tubes. So on Instagram, I'm like, y'all, my new tubes came. I really love them. They so dope. But I had 12,000 lip glosses sitting with the old tubes and bottles. So I was like, you know what? My lip glosses are normally $15 or $19. I said, just to get rid of all of these glosses, I'm going to do it for $5. People were buying 10 and 15 glosses at a time.
Yeah, it's the same thing when you got the old work.
Yeah, you gotta
push it out so you get the new work, and then the new work,
So was that your first business?
No, this is probably business number 10.
Yeah, I think I met Shaunell when I first started. Well, I met her through Blair because you were. It was a birthday dinner that she had that we both were there, and I was like, well, I need to get my lashes done because they look crazy, and she was like, well, come see me, and I came to see her the next week, and she was my last person ever since until she just decided that she wasn't doing it no more.
Sorry, y'all.
So which business was the one that was it
the most lucrative?
I was gonna say, was it a couple of failed businesses first, and then you had this one pop?
Yes. So my first business I ever started was a shoe line. So SK the brand used to be called Conceited Shoes Inc. Okay. So I had 9 different shoes. The website is still up, ChaunellRobinson.com. You'll see my 9 shoes. I had all this product, but I had no customers. So that business failed because I didn't actually know anything about marketing, about target market. I was just like, thinking my friends and family gonna support people that know me are gonna support. That ain't what happened.
That's not the case.
So, but I didn't know that until I had over $100,000 worth of product and no customers for it. Okay. So when I did that, I'm like, oh my God, I spent all my money. So I needed to get into lashing because I was wearing them, and the lady was charging me $250 to do my lash extensions. And I'm like, a lot of black girls are not in this, so teach me. So my ex-husband paid for me to take a lash class. It was like $4,000 or $5,000. The lady taught me in my living room. Long story short, that ended up being my most lucrative business. I've made over $7 million with that particular business, and it wasn't supposed to be what I did with my life. So it was, it's kind of like, I ain't never had no idea to be in the beauty industry. I never wanted to be. I fell into it because my business that I always wanted didn't work. It failed, and I needed some quick money because my ex was like, you done spent all this money, now you got all these shoes, and you get what I'm saying? So I'm like, I got to be able to figure out how to pay for marketing for my shoes. And I ended up never marketing the shoes. I ended up giving them away at like Christmas and Thanksgiving because my lash business took off so crazy that I didn't even have time to do the shoes. But now, 15 years later, like this watch I have on is SK. So now my brand is called SK. This watch is SK. These shoes I have on are SK. Y'all have a SK shoe here. The jewelry right here is all SK. So now, like you said, build a platform. Now I have a platform from the lash business. And so now when I post my jewelry, people buy it. Now when I post my shoes, people buy it because now they just know Shaunell is going to give a quality product. Shaunell is going to give us something that's good.
Right.
Yeah. One thing I can say that you're really a girl's girl. Because I know anytime, sorry, like when I tried to, like when I first started like customizing shoes, and I was like, hey, can you post this for me? I mean, like, probably like 5 minutes later, done. I mean, like, definitely, like, there to help and, like, build the business. And I love you for that, for sure.
Yeah, because if what I always tell people, when God give you something, you're supposed to let other people utilize it.
Right.
So if he give me a lot of things, if he give me a platform and I know you, it's like, okay, let me post your stuff for you. Potentially you'll get a sale. You get what I'm saying? I can't do that for everybody, but for people that I genuinely like and know and who genuinely support me. Like, she came to me for years and spent money with my business. She bought glosses. She bought this shoe. You get what I'm saying? So people like that, you come and you show up for them too. You don't always want them to show up for you. It's a reciprocal situation. So if she need me to do something, I'm there because she's always spent money with me. So for the hoes. If people fuck with you, you fuck back with them. You do not use people. You just don't use people. You get what I'm saying? Right. It's not an ATM where you just withdraw. I'm taking from her. But then if she needs something, I can't deliver on something so simple. Yeah. I done drove an hour because I like her. I would have never been enough already at 12 with makeup on and everything. But she's always supported me and my business throughout the year. So it's like, you know what? You may not have did this for nobody else, but you're going to do it for her because you genuinely want to do it for her. You get what I'm saying? So you just have to respect people the same way people respect you. And I'm big on that in my business. And I think people support me because they know, you know what, if I call Shaunell, if I have a question, she's going to answer it. And it ain't always about money. Now, I do see if you spent money with me, if you ask me for business coaching or something and you ain't never spent $1 with me, you gotta pay for that. But if I can see that you bought stuff from me, you know what, girl, what your question is? Let me just answer it real quick. You get what I'm saying? So, you can't do it for everybody, but I try to do it for as many people as I possibly can. So, I'm doing 50 businesses for free. So, I did a contest that if you bought anything from me in the last 2 weeks, you send it to my business phone, and my assistants are going to pick 50 people, and we're going to start the whole business for them for free.
The contest already over?
It ended last night.
Why you just not coming today?
I told you that yesterday. I was like, she got this business.
I was at work.
Yeah, it ended. So if they bought a book, because my books are on pre-sale. So for the hoes, order my book. It's $19.95 on ShaunellKennard.com. And for the people, y'all check me out. You know, you got to be a little nicer to the people. Right. Check me out. It's on pre-order. It drops October 19th. I will have like a launch party for that. But it's on ShaunellKennard.com where you'll see my jewelry, you'll see shoes, you'll see a lot of amazing, great things.
So how many times have you read the book?
Me? Probably 10 at this point. Because I keep trying to figure out if I want to add something. And every time I read it, I add something to it. So my editor is done with me. He's like, put that damn book down. Put the book down.
I don't think I would read my own book.
But I go through it because I want it to be really useful information. Like, I really want people, like, you're going to get a little bit of my business, right? You're going to hear, but then I want to give you tools and things that you use. I'm a certified life coach. So I actually coach people and help them get their personal lives together. So I wanted to implement some of that in the book as well and tell them how I got over it. A lot of women going through the same things. And I do a lot of coaching now for women who are trying to get out of abusive relationships, who are trying to get out of different things. And I actually have a nonprofit called It's Okay to Not Be Okay. And I have been helping them get new houses. I've been helping them put their children in different schools. I have been helping them get restraining orders. So I think when this book came out and people saw that I was willing to talk about it and really be vocal about it, my business has now turned into helping women get out of situations that they don't want to be in because they have seen me succeed on the other side and get to the other side.
Yeah. And see, God's going to continue to bless you just because the mindset of, well, he gave it to me, so I'm going to give back too. And it's like when you have that mindset, like you always make room for overflow. So you will forever be blessed.
Thank you.
That.
But I tell people I'm here to serve people. Like, I know my purpose in life. I'm really good at teaching. I've did so well in the teaching space, and I'm here to help people elevate their life. I know the purpose that God put me on the planet for, so he put me through things so that I can overcome it, so people can see me overcome those things, and I'm always willing to share how I did it or help people boost their confidence up. A lot of women are in situations because their self-esteem has been tarnished by the person that they're with, though. So I am kind of like the confidence builder, the self-esteem builder. I'm the person that is going to tell you, you can do it, but you got to be willing to go through whatever. I was willing to go live under the bridge if I had to get out of whatever situation that I was in. But I always trusted God with it. Even when it looked real bad for me, I always kept my faith intact. And people lose that. And when you lose your faith, we in trouble, because sometimes that's all you got to lean on. Sometimes that's your only thing, is that you know God is going to get you out of this situation. You don't know how and you do not know when, but you know he's going to figure it out and he's going to do it for you. So you got to keep your faith together.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to ask you this, being that you got 903 businesses. When you started it then versus now, is it any different? Because like growing up, most people think go to work, get a job, you save that money, you start your business. But now I've learned so much from YouTube when it comes to funding, clean up your credit and all that. So do you do it differently than you did when you first started? Was it like just funding from savings and shit like that?
Well, it was funding from my ex.
Oh.
He funded a lot of my businesses. I didn't use loans or anything.
Shout him out.
Like that. Yeah.
Ex.
Right. Shout him out.
Right.
Give credit what credit is due.
Yeah.
Right.
Doing
And
the
so
Lord's work.
He,
Except for the cheating part.
He always believed in anything that I said. Like, he always was like, you're going to be something. Like, you're so smart. Even when it didn't work. Like, all my businesses didn't work. And he would get frustrated, but he always knew this girl is going to keep trying and she keep pushing. So one of these things are going to pay off. So nowadays you need funding or you need a savings. You can do it either way. I always say use other people's money if you can, but have the same respect for other people's money that you do for your own. And people have a disrespect for loans, so now loans are harder to get. If you have a respect for their money as if this is your own money, then the loan process is excruciating for people that are new businesses now, or they're searching for grants that like 100,000 people are after the same $10,000, you know, and it's because back in the day they would give new businesses $25,000 credit card real quick. Now they're not giving it to you because people was running them up and then didn't pay them.
Yeah.
So it's a thing of you gotta have respect for other people's money, and now they're making you have respect, or they want you to show how you gonna pay us back.
Yep.
If I give you this card, how you gonna pay me back? And when you're a new business, that's a hard thing to show and to identify. Like, I don't have no customers yet. I need this credit card to buy my inventory, to help me pay for my marketing team, to help me pay for my Facebook ads. So if I don't get it, I won't be able to show you how I'm gonna pay you back. And banks are not really trusting that anymore these days, because people have proven to them that they're gonna just say, forget the credit card. They're gonna say, forget my credit, and they're gonna just move on.
Yeah.
So would you say it's different for like us? Because technically we're a business, but we don't have a product to sell. We're just content creators. We put out our product and we get it back in, monetization. Would it be any different? Because we don't have to pay for advertisement. Like
You selling laughs.
Yeah, I post a video and that shit come back. You know what I'm saying?
But you're still selling yourself. Like you're selling your personality. Like people are not watching you because you're boring.
Yeah.
People are watching you because they think you're interesting. They think you may have something to say. But you need to. I mean, you still have if you are monetizing it, you still have income coming in. So the bank is still going to look at that as like, oh, this is a sustainable business. You have to put your money in a business bank account though. Most people, when they making money, they putting it in a personal account. They're taking it out. They paying all their own personal bills. You can pay all your bills out the account, but put it in a business account. So when they ask you, is this business sustainable? It is. Because I have bank statements. They want to see the deposits. They don't really care how much you're taking out unless you're making it negative every month, right? They want to see the deposits into the business. You can get lines of credit with that. You can get loans with that, home loans with that. Like I just did a home loan for somebody that they had their business for 13 months. We took 12 months of their bank statements. We divided it up and we figured out how much house they was able to get. And they only have to put down 15%. And literally just with their business bank account, and their credit score was 650.
So who the credit repair plug out here? I know it's illegal in Georgia, but I feel like somebody knows somebody.
Well, so Snoop does it. I don't know if you guys no.
From The Wire? Like,
the lady named Snoop.
From The Wire.
I don't know her Instagram name. I am Snoop or Snoop something. I'll have to find it. But she does credit repair. She sells you the credit repair steps. I personally tell people, interview people before you start with your credit repair. I know her from social media. I know her like personally, so I know she's a good person, but I've never personally used anybody for credit repair. I have just figured out like, okay, girl, pay your bills, keep this together, and then my credit score has just kind of grown. And when I forget a bill, they send you an alert. Sign up for some of these alerts so that you can see. Don't do too many inquiries and stuff like that. You don't really need a credit repair person. But then go on YouTube. YouTube will teach you all kind of stuff.
I was going to say, that's what I learned from.
Yeah, he just hit 800 on his credit
shout
score.
out to me. I'm 802 now. I'm 802.
They will teach you so much stuff for free because they want you to watch it because they're making money off of the views.
Yeah.
They monetizing it, so they ain't getting money from you up front because YouTube paying them or whoever is paying them to be on their page.
Right.
Okay. So Snoop.
I have to find.
Let me holler at you, girl.
I got one thing on my report. I'm trying to get it off. Trying to get that off. Then after that,
Free game.
then I'm gonna go get Snoop with the money I get from dog. Snoop Dogg.
But there's a bank, right? There's a bank in Georgia. It's Ameris Bank for the hoes. Ameris Bank for the people. Ameris Bank, the one on Howell Mill Road. There is a guy named Aaron.
Shout out Aaron
McCray that is in that bank. If you go there with some money, Aaron is going to make sure you can get you some credit cards. He's going to make sure you can get you some lines of credit. He literally helped Black business owners position their business to be great.
All right, so let's clarify that. When you say go there with some money, is this money for Aaron?
No, it's a way to put in her account.
No, he do not charge you. There is no
bank.
fee. No, there is no fee. I mean, he's gonna make money probably off the product. You get what I'm saying? I never ask people like how they make their money, but when I walked into that bank, he said, "Okay, you've been having this bank for a while. Okay, you've put this amount of money in our bank. These are some products that we have that you may be interested in." He got me a credit card. He got me a lot of different things.
At the time, credit wise, where were you? In the good or you wasn't?
Probably like 6 something. It probably was like 680 or something like that.
See, that ain't bad though.
But it's not bad. But my credit score used to always be 7 something, almost 800. Then I got a divorce. I started having to pay all these different things. Somebody didn't pay a car note in my name because they was mad for a while. You get what I'm saying? There was a lot of different things happening. So my credit actually took a hit. It actually took over 100-point hit when I had credit cards in my name for other people. Then they stopped paying them. Don't get no cards in your name for nobody.
Hoes.
And the people.
Yeah.
Do not, like, it was probably the worst thing that I did was put cards in my name, made people authorized users on my card because I'm still responsible for their bill.
Right.
And then I don't know if they're not paying their bill.
Well, you gave them the card?
I gave them a
Fucked
card.
up. You fucked up.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. But you're married to
You
people,
can love from a distance.
or you know, like, or you are in relationships with these people, you're never gonna think that they're gonna not do what they're supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you know they don't have a financial issue. Right. So then sometimes you, like, I've gotten cards in my name for people and they just stop paying it. You know, and it's like, dang, this ain't how this works. So now when people ask me for stuff, I'll be like, if the bank can't give it to you, me neither. And if the bank can give it to you, don't ask me for it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you live and you learn.
Okay.
I lived and learned with that experience that's not happening no more. You can't get no cards in my name. You can't get no credit cards. None of that. If you can't do it on your own, don't call me for it.
Okay. Yeah. So, a couple of more things. How long you got before? I don't want to use all your time.
Huh?
I know you got to be
good.
somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, we good.
So I wanted to ask you something about your brand. So we got the shoe over here. I got it right here if you want me to make it closer for the hoes.
What?
Your shoe.
Oh, yeah. Let's see it. Let's see it. I didn't know you had it. I have handbags, too, for the hoes.
So I want to ask you. So here's the package. You want to hold that? It's been worn, so if you see some dirt on the bottom,
wore it.
she been stepping. So I wanted to ask you. I'm a hypothetical person. So just say you have children, right? Mm-hmm. And you put your all into this brand, and your child come home because they've been bullied for wearing the SKs, and say, hey, they said these ain't the joints, mama. Like, do you try to reassure them, like, man, F Michael Jordan, like, you gonna wear these? Or how you go about it?
Beat them kids up. I'm that kind of mama. I'm showing up at the school, and then I'm calling your mama so I can fight her. Because that means she didn't raise you right.
Okay.
Because you can wear multiple different things. Jordans don't identify people or make you greater or better. And what's wrong with the
rap
world?
Music make you think that.
Today, I was about to say that. These rappers, they want you to feel like if you don't have the latest this, if you don't have the jewelry, if you don't have the clothes. So now a lot of African American people, even adults, are identifying themselves as they made it by what they have on.
Right.
And that's not it. It's what do you have inside of your brain? And because I think my brain is intellectual property and I sell it every day. So I can have on an amazing outfit, but if I don't have nothing up here, where am I going?
Right.
So my son probably has the highest confidence in the world because I let him be whoever he wanted to be. If he wanted to wear Spider-Man every day and the hood and the cape, we just washed it every night. I let him be whoever he want to be.
Hold on, but it's a problem when I'm a dog. You see what she just did?
No,
you see
but
what she
he
did,
never wanted to be no dog.
I see you went licking his hand as a paw.
So God know who to give you to. That's why you your mama child and you ain't my child. Because guess what? I wasn't buying my son no dog bowl to eat out of. Not judging your mama. Shout out to his mama because she's amazing and great. Right? I was not going to do that to him because I know that's not sustainable.
So swinging around the city with the cape on is?
in kindergarten, yeah. It's sustainable.
I was not in kindergarten.
Guess what? He could have did it on all them little YouTube kids. They be putting them outfits on, trying products, playing with toys. They making millions of dollars, them little kids on YouTube. That's actually a sustainable business.
Yeah.
A dog is a business?
But an adult acting like a dog. That's some freaky OnlyFans.
I was 5, y'all. I was 5, maybe 4.
I'm just saying. That's some OnlyFans behavior, I think. That's for that type of people.
Nah,
I mean, but to me in kindergarten, and then they ask you what you want to be, and you say, "Oh, I want to be a dog." Like they gotta call your mom and be like,
"But you had your
what
career
are you
picked out
doing?"
in kindergarten.
Yeah, I want to be a pediatrician.
How that going?
I mean, I work with children.
I'm just saying because I didn't do none of the shit I want to do when I was little.
But
veterinarian, doctor, police, none of that.
Most of the time we don't, but we've just seen it, right? Mm-hmm. Because children are impressionable, so we want to kind of be what we've seen. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, you still have to guide them. And right now, these children are messed up. I'm happy I do not have a child in this era because these rappers are talking about getting high, talking about being on lean, like being real drug addicts. Okay. Yeah. And that's bad because now these children they want to be on perk. They want to have a lean cup. They want to have Sprite. They want to have all these things in school. They're in a hospital overdosing and dying Some of y'all favorite rappers are dying from overdosing. Because drugs has now become a thing that is acceptable. You used to hide if you was on drugs. Nobody never used to tell you. You seen a little crackheads outside, but you weren't never like, oh, I want to do that.
Right.
Now it's, oh, I popped 5 perks today. That's
I'm on
a
crack.
thing.
Yeah, it's
You
cool
get
to be
what
on
I'm
crack
saying?
now.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can smoke crack. I'm strong enough to do it. I can get high. Let's smoke this. Let's snort this cocaine. The world has changed so much from when I grew up.
Crack was the ultimate insult when we were kids.
Ultimate.
it was.
Ultimate.
Yeah, your mama
like-
and crack in
Yeah.
one sentence. Boy,
Crackhead? Oh, you on
Right.
drugs?
Crackhead. Ooh, man, that was terrible. And then if they called your parent crackhead, you was gonna fight.
You won.
But you know, right now, y'all, like that's all they talking about is being on drugs,
Yeah.
sleeping with a lot of women, unprotected sex. They telling you, oh, go get on PrEP so you can sleep with the women so you don't get the HIV. The PrEP gonna stop you from getting it, so you don't even need no condom. But you know, it's all kind of other stuff that you can catch.
Right.
The PrEP only stops HIV. It does not stop syphilis, gonorrhea, herpes, all this. But the rappers are saying, yeah, I'm on PrEP. I can't get the monkey or whatever they call it. So much other stuff.
Right. So much other stuff you can get.
And so now the little boys are like, yeah, I got me some bitches. I got me some hoes. You're 10.
With the monkey.
Right.
Fucking insane.
I fucked 2 bitches last night. You're 10.
Yeah.
Your
Right.
little penis ain't even there yet.
Right.
So what were you doing?
Right. Right. It's like, why?
I don't know. It's just I don't like it. I'm really scared. I'm really scared for us though. Because think about it, we're young right now, but in 20, 30 years, we're gonna need nurses. We're gonna need doctors.
Jesus,
so all the
right.
doctors you're going to right now, they're gonna be dead.
Right.
So who are the nurses?
The robots.
Who are the doctors?
Yeah, I was about to say.
AI.
At this rate,
They better get them, and we better get them quick because we're in trouble. Everybody want to be video vixens or rappers or athletes. So that means we don't have
They
no
don't want to be video
professional
vixens.
things. No, they do.
Is something wrong with that though?
I mean, be whoever you want to be. I just need a few nurses and doctors around here just in case I get a cough at 70. I got somebody to check me out.
Okay.
But the thing with that is, though, aren't they making it to where to pay back those loans, they're making it so hard. So even if you are a doctor or a nurse or whatever, the payout is not great because you still have $300,000 worth of loans.
Right. When I could shoot a ball and make that this year,
So it's like,
Everybody
this
gonna
nigga's
make
crazy.
the team, though.
I make it on the
Everybody
bench.
ain't gonna make it.
$500,000 a year on the bench is cool with me.
But everybody ain't gonna make it to be a rapper either.
Yeah.
You was a rapper, but how much you made? Is it sustainable?
So see, I was rapping during the era where we burned CDs, so I had a product to sell,
Right,
but we didn't have cash out.
But did you make enough to sustain a real living in 2024? Because now you've changed career paths. So I don't know what you rapped or what you did, but it wasn't sustainable enough to say I can retire off of this.
Yeah.
No,
This is something
I
long-
stopped rapping in 20, probably like 16. But no, I feel like I've made more money doing content versus I made more money gaming than doing music. Well, I can't say that because I was engineering for other people too, so that count under the
Yeah,
music.
no, it absolutely does.
Well, I don't know. I made a pretty decent amount because I paid off all my equipment, so and probably made yeah, I did all right. I was successful. Not too much on me, but
So do you think you made $500,000-$600,000?
shit, I ain't made that in my regular life. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to see what you doing tonight.
Trying to get that monkey.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to Las Vegas with the monkey.
Y'all are crazy. But I just don't think everybody is gonna be a successful rapper. Everybody's not gonna be a successful athlete. It's only so many people can go on these teams anyway. So if everybody is gearing toward that, then what is the fallback plan?
Right.
So nobody's pushing education because a lot of people say, I don't want the $300,000 in loans, so I'm going to just be an entrepreneur. But you got to think about it. We all can't be out here doing the same thing. If everybody is an entrepreneur, it's going to be harder for us entrepreneurs.
That's what I'm saying.
If everybody in the world had a podcast, way less people listening to you. You know, so it's just like we have to spread these ideas out. We need some nurses. We need some doctors. We need some lawyers. We need some surgeons. We need those, but the representation of that is slim to none right now.
Right.
Yeah. I'm a big education guy. So, like, it's not the education itself, it's what's behind the education. Like all the bullshit.
Because the piggyback off, were you done?
No,
you done now.
good.
I was gonna say because they'll trust you at 18 with $60,000 in loans for a school, but as me as a 37-year-old, I can't even get fucking $20,000.
Yeah, and it's like that the educational system needs to change. It hasn't changed over 20, 30 years.
It hasn't advanced with us.
It hasn't advanced, but you know, it is what it is, man. It's
Okay.
some bullshit. It's some bullshit.
That is some bullshit. So, being a boss, with all the CEOs stepping down, like, how you feel about that? What's really going on?
Everybody was at them parties.
Oh, okay. You was at them parties?
No, I heard about them. I was never interested in going there. Everybody doing drugs. Everybody sleeping with each other. Everybody doing... That's just not my party. I'm not judging a party because if that's what you like to do in your spare time and your free time, then go ahead and do what you want to do. But if you drugged somebody and they didn't know that they were doing it, but if somebody took a pill because the pills was there, if somebody got high, because that's not your fault. That ain't on you. But if you put something in my water when I wasn't watching and now I'm drugged and now the next day my butthole hurt, my vagina hurt, and I don't know what happened.
And you got the monkey.
Then that's a different story.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what's the true story. I don't judge people because I wasn't there, so I didn't see what happened. I do know that a lot of women want to be a part of rich men's activities, and they do it for money. And then 10 years later, 15 years later, now you want to have morals. But where was these morals when you was out here doing this?
Right.
And not saying they're not a victim and not to discredit that they haven't had some sort of trauma. But what are you going to own up to? Because you have to hold yourself accountable for certain actions as well. I have been in the presence of a lot of successful men, and they've asked me to do things that I morally wasn't okay with. And I know if I didn't do them, I couldn't come back. So I made the conscious decision, you know what? I just can't come back because I'm not willing to do this for this, and that. So in the moment and the time, because a lot of this stuff happened 10 plus years ago, you were okay with it because you thought you were going to get something. And when you didn't get that thing, now he's a problem. Well, what part of the problem did you play in it?
Right.
And that's just all I say. And I tread very light when I speak on topics like that because some people have been hurt. Some people have been scared and traumatized. So I never discredit that. But I do know women, even in today's time, even with all this going on, if Diddy had a party, it's a whole lot of people going to be there.
Talking about
It's a lot
as of
right now. Right today. Is a lot of women on social media. If Diddy said come to my party today, they're going. Because it's personal reasons, maybe low self-esteem, maybe whatever, but they see him as a dollar sign. Well, if I can get with Diddy, I can get the Carisha shopping spree, or I can get the Cassie life, or I can get, because they want material things.
Right.
Nobody that did some of this stuff, I know people that have been in these situations, they did it because, they said I was going to get a record deal, or they said I was going to get this, or they say so. A lot of false promises. And if you did that to get a deal, why didn't you just use your voice? Why didn't you just go to somebody else? What was your contract before you did these things? I didn't get my deal, so they made me do something. I didn't get my deal. Why you didn't get your paperwork before you went in there? And why did you decide to sell your butt and your mouth or whatever, get high for a deal?
Right.
You got to figure out what's going on with you too.
You
Not
curse?
to say they not wrong, huh?
You curse?
She cursing out.
Yeah.
You said but.
I just want everybody to own up to their stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody ain't owning up to their stuff.
Right.
But even Cassie, she has been abused. Things has happened to her. Never will discredit it. But you stayed with this man over 10 years.
Yeah.
Because you had a lifestyle. And you could have been scared, right? But even when she filed that lawsuit, she asked for $30 million before she filed the lawsuit. She didn't want to file a lawsuit.
It's still
so
about
you really
money.
wasn't that hurt.
Yeah, it's still about money.
It really wasn't about you want the world to know how bad of a person he is. If he would have wired the $30 million, none of this would be going on.
Right.
And that's the truth. Because when she filed it, then they gave her 9 or 15 million or something. But she threatened with a lawsuit and asked for money. This is about money.
Yeah.
This isn't about if I really want to see justice. And that's where my issue come in at. Because you had these kids with the trainer that this man paid for. And again, she has been abused. Never will discredit that. But you still only came back for money. And he should have just gave you the money. To be honest.
Yeah.
And that's where men think they bigger than God. And the world is showing him, no, sir. We got you now.
Yeah, still
He can't
nigga.
even
Still a nigga.
Yeah, so
But
he
guess
can't
what?
even get out of
He
jail.
was fine.
Jail.
And none of this was happening. If y'all remember a few years ago, he went against them Ciroc people.
Yeah.
And tried to
Sued.
sue them.
Yeah.
His life has been going downhill
Since then.
You can't play with them rich people like that.
Yeah.
And he think, oh, I have all this money, I have all this power and stuff. Once that happened, then Cassie happened. Then this, then that. So many things to me just started happening once he did that with those people and made it vocal.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
So I want to ask y'all one thing. So with all the Diddy jokes and everything, like people making fun of, that situation. With Vince McMahon, who owned, wrestling, he's a billionaire. Same situation. He got his allegations. He stepped down but their community, like his white people, they not bashing him, doing all the jokes and all that. He literally in the same situation. But we as black people going, I'm just gonna say we as a whole, like all the Diddy jokes and this and that. It's like, I get it. Everything he, if he did those things, he deserved whatever come to him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like people just kind of sit around waiting on somebody's downfall, and once it happened, they just attack that shit. But you don't see people doing Vince McMahon like that.
It's the black community.
Yeah.
We can't wait to gossip about something that went wrong in people's life. Something that's bad in people's life. White folks ain't like that. White folks ain't bashing it. If you see who reposting all this stuff about Diddy, it's the shade room. It's a whole bunch of black people. It's not a whole bunch of white people.
Right.
White people is more focused on Vince McMahon, but they ain't blasting it. They ain't posting it. We messy.
Yeah.
We messy. We gossip. We want to hear the tea. We want to see what's going on. We want to make a meme. We want to for a follow, for a like, for a something. We want to put our face in a comment. We want to be seen.
Yeah.
That's an insecurity thing. That's a self-esteem thing.
Right.
Black people always want to be damn seen on something, good or bad. They got to comment. If you look on the celebrity pages, the most people that comment negative stuff, oh, I could never and would never, because God ain't going to bless you to get this far.
Right.
You ain't never going to have the opportunity, but if you click on it, they big, fat, ugly, crazy, dumb, and not judging, but it's just like, it's always us with some shit to say. It's always us. Them white people doing the same shit. That's why all these white people stepping down. Because they was at the party.
Yep.
They used the dildos. They did all of that.
And the baby oil.
Wait, what?
They
What's
did
going
all of
on?
that.
Whole
You
thing.
gotta
It was
watch the
like
news.
800
Nah.
It was like 800 dildos, 1,000 baby oils, and all these white people.
Dead ass.
His PR lady then deactivated her email, then changed her phone number because they all was there.
Yeah.
And they all know what's going on. And now they little nigga puppet.
800 dillies is crazy.
And that's what happened.
That.
They little puppet then got caught. So now it's about to take everybody down.
The CEO.
So they just stepping down like, ooh.
Yeah, I feel like when you step down, you say you guilty.
It was
Like already.
It was 300 Entertainment. Did Nike CEO step down?
I don't
feel like I
remember.
saw that. I'm not sure.
Nah, they just hired a new CEO. I don't think he stepped down.
300 Entertainment. Kevin Lyles. I mean, not Kevin Lyles. I done said the wrong damn name.
No, it's Kevin Lyles.
It ain't Kevin Lyles.
Yeah, 300.
That's Kevin Lyles. I thought Kevin. Wait, who died? Is Kevin Lighty?
Chris Lighty.
Chris Lighty, yeah, somebody died.
Yeah.
But nah,
Chris Lighty died a while ago.
Yeah, it's a couple of them stepping down. So
And then, but now everybody is coming out with their story, and now everybody want to file a lawsuit. So after her lawsuit, now you got all these other girls.
Yeah,
let me
because
get
now
a
they want the
lawsuit,
money.
but they want some money.
right.
It's all about let me get some money now,
Yeah.
and so I don't look at that as justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
It's the same like when the police have those wrongful death situations with black people and then the family take like $1 million some dollars. I mean, that don't bring the person back. And maybe it's a patch on the wound, but it don't fix nothing.
Right.
I'm still gonna take the money though, but I'm just saying.
Most people are gonna just take the money.
In that situation, me, yes.
Yeah, but if these people really wanted justice,
Then they would have did it.
The money.
Yeah.
They would see him go down and then get the money. They would go through the court. They would see it because you still get money in court. You still get money there.
Yeah.
You won't take the money to see it go away. That means you're going to allow this animal, if you believe it's an animal,
to keep doing it.
To keep doing this on the street. So do you really want justice or do you want to be able to pat your pocket?
All right. But a lot of people also sign those NDAs to where they can't talk about like whatever, because I think that was Cassie's thing before she asked for the lawsuit, because she had signed an NDA, and so her NDA ended like in that 10 years. So it was that final year. So that's when she's like, okay, like give me some money or I'm gonna talk.
But it was give me some money or I'm gonna talk.
Yeah,
it wasn't. I'm just saying this because I know it ain't right.
Right.
It was. Get me a lawyer to reach out to his lawyer. Give me some money.
Yep.
And I'm going to shut up about it. If you don't give me the money, I'm going to tell everybody what I know.
Yeah.
To me, that's not justice.
Right.
I'm not surprised, though.
Right.
No, of course, nobody's surprised. These women going to get them some money. Everybody's going to do something that is beneficial to them. Let's be very clear on that. Like, I do things that are beneficial to me. Everybody in this room has did something that was beneficial to their lifestyle. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? That's just the reality of the human being, no matter what race you are.
Right.
But at certain times in life, you have to then let your morals and character kick in.
Right.
And that's where the gray lines start to blur, is people morals and character. It ain't always intact and it ain't always there.
Yeah, I think the only person that was really trying to like out him for real was Kim Porter. And then like
I've heard that her book leaked, but I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know, because I thought she sent it to somebody in the event that something happened to her, but I don't know if it like actually leaked out or anything. But she was writing a tell-all book with everything that he did and all that, and they saying that like he had somebody kill her because like it was getting close to it, but
unalive.
Well, unalive, sorry. But they saying that he had somebody come unalive her so that they couldn't come out.
Him or maybe somebody else though, because when you start telling on one, it messes up everybody.
Oh yeah.
So what you have to understand is this is bigger than Diddy. Mm-hmm. It's so many people whose jobs are connected to him, whose businesses are connected to him. I just heard somebody just lost their TV show because their spouse is connected to them. So now the network don't even want to have anything to do with them. So that just made that family lose a bunch of money that they needed to be able to collect. So it's so much that's about to unravel and happen in the world because of this human. He is connected to so many people.
Yeah.
But when Cat Williams started talking, y'all, Cat Williams stirred up something in the universe. Mm-hmm. And it has been just a show. Ever since. It has been a show.
Yeah. As he told it. I was like, he said something about Faison, but I don't remember what he said.
He said that on his special long time ago about going in the rooms at the mansion parties. He said that he didn't want to be in. He said that a long time ago.
Yeah, because that's crazy. Like, because I know like Diddy's start was, okay, like I'll give you this, but you got to do this. So I feel like he just took that mentality and like just like to everybody. Okay, like let me see how bad you want it.
Allegedly, that's Hollywood though.
That's Hollywood. That's what I'm about to say. It ain't a him thing. That's the Hollywood thing. You see so many of them other guys that came out a couple years ago about the man that committed that I can't remember what his name was, but
Epstein.
They was saying he was sleeping with all of them for them to get a deal, for them to make them some money. So they wasn't gay when it happened.
Right.
Oh, you talking about homie from what's my man? Nah, it's not my man, but Kevin Spacey.
I don't remember what the guy name was, but a lot of them industry people was saying that he was sleeping with them.
The one above Diddy.
What is it? Who was the man?
It was
Is it?
nah.
Was
It was
him? Back that out because I don't want to say, but a lot of those guys, those boy groups, was saying this one particular person was sleeping with them and making them have sex with him because they wanted to keep their deal and they wanted a lifestyle. You know, but the industry makes you do different things. But I just always feel like, did the industry make you do that or did greed make you do that? Those are two different things.
My mom just told me 2 days ago. She was like, "I see your platform growing. You almost at 300,000. Don't do the Diddy." That's what she told me. I said, I'm not that type of person. I don't party, so yeah.
I'd rather
I ain't
be
using
home.
no baby oil. Who put baby oil on that shit? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Not even the baby oil gel, the regular baby oil.
Yeah, I'm talking about the bottle. Like,
Yeah,
nah.
man, get the Astroglide, dog. Shout out to Astroglide, man. Trying to get me a sponsor. Yeah, get the Astroglide.
That's crazy.
Baby oil is nuts.
So, are you sponsored by anybody?
Myself.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what's up.
So how do you feel about sponsors?
I think a sponsorship is really good. You know, if the brand is sustained, like if it's a good brand. I do like brand deals and different stuff with people, but I don't like to do too much of that. And it's solely because I have so many things that I sell already. So I cannot fill my pages and stuff up with everybody else's brand, then your stuff get watered down. So because I sell so much stuff already, I'll just kind of focus on my things. But I'll do like some one-off stuff for like boutiques and different things like that. I have this toothpaste company that want to do a deal with me that I'm kind of working on right now because I always use their toothpaste, and I'm like, I'm not promoting it unless you give me some money. So, you know.
Are there certain brands like you would turn down, you just don't feel like fit you as a person?
It just depends. It's not a particular brand. It's about what they want me to do and what they want me to sell. Because I don't believe in everything that people sell.
So baby oil hit you right now and say, "Hey, I know we all in the news right now."
Slip and slide. They might have a good check.
Shout out
going
to
on
Lineage,
for us
man.
right now. If
Shout out to
baby oil
Lineage.
people is listening, y'all call me.
Okay.
Baby oil people.
No, I've had people like DM us like, "Hey, do y'all do promo?" And I see people do that. Like, send me $90. I post it on the story. Like, I mean, we still growing, so that takes away from us. I feel like we trying to get our shit going.
I mean, it does, but if it aligns with you, like if it's a camera company, you get what I'm saying, or a
Nah, he was a
lighting
rapper.
company, but even if it's a rapper, if it's a big rapper, have
Upcoming.
them come sit down. I don't know about all these upcoming stuff.
Yeah, right
But
now,
to make them
upcomings.
pay you though. Like, okay, if you want to be on our platform, give us $1,500. Let's
Each.
go. Not each.
Each is
But
nuts.
I was gonna say,
Not
see,
each.
so one of the people, so
Wait,
when we,
go ahead.
$1,500 for an interview. That's cool. Each one of y'all get $500 to sit down with somebody for an hour. You need an episode anyway, so it's gonna benefit you. You get what I'm saying? And then you put a little $2-3 in your pocket. That works out.
then we get to ask Johnson and Johnson, like, so what y'all feel about this baby oil? You know what I'm saying?
I think it depends on how it aligns with what you have going on. I don't think it takes away unless you're fully just focused on ad promotions. Like, man, I don't even want to click on that page no more because they're promoting so much stuff. But because you have a platform, if you have 300,000 people, you need to tell, if people come at you like, I want to be on a show, or we charge $1,500.
Because promoting the wrong thing, I saw it happen to a person that followed us once we started blowing up. He reached out to me, spoke to me. He was like, "Hey, y'all gonna be huge." So I saw that he started doing the ad thing, and people in the comments like, "Yo, this ain't you." Like, I'm unfollowing because of that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, because it's not worth it. Make it make some sense. But you need people for your episodes anyway. So have them come sit down here. If they have a product or something they want to sell, okay, pay me to get on the show. Bring your product with you, and we'll talk about it. It'll be on our show. It'll be on our page, our clips, whatever the case is. Do it like that. Don't just fill your page up with a whole bunch of ad stuff. Make them come sit here with y'all so that y'all are getting something out of the deal as well. You're getting the episode, plus you're getting a little coin in your pocket.
okay,
And it doesn't look like promotion. It looks like this is another episode.
right.
You get what I'm saying? So then nobody cares because it's an episode.
So I saw you on Perspecktives with Bank. Like, what's your relationship with him?
Oh, that's my dog.
For real?
Yeah, that's my dog. We just did 2 shows with iHeart yesterday, last night. And I'm trying to get on the iHeart wall. I'm trying to get me my own little show. They like me over there.
A radio show?
So yeah, they like me over there.
We friends now, right?
Would you,
Wait,
what
own
can you
equipment.
cannot say on the radio?
You can't curse on the radio.
Oh, then.
Mother effer. Hey, I do that all day.
No, you can't curse because I did.
You talking live radio?
I did Big Homie Kodak show, his Sunday show that's coming out tomorrow, and you can't cuss. But then we did his podcast with him and JoJo. They 200 episode, and you can cuss on there because it's a different thing. So it just depends. Me and Bank is actually I'm about to be his co-host on one of his shows that is going to be produced at iHeartRadio. So hopefully that spins off to be my own show. We came up with some names, and I'm going to tell y'all about them yet until I get them set in stone.
We almost had it exclusive.
People don't steal it. But I've always wanted to do radio, and I've always wanted to just kind of be some sort of personality, because I feel like I fit well in that. And the people that were there when I told them what I wanted to do, they like, you got it. You got it, And so that is just like a lane that I'm trying to see where it can go. I know it'll be really good, and I've always wanted to do that. Now God is just giving me the opportunity to be on there. So Perspecktives with Bank, he was just like, oh, come do my show with me. And then it went viral. And people loved it. And people loved us together. Yeah. Like, they was like, y'all are dope. Like, y'all have a good say,
y'all numbers energy. Is higher than all the other ones.
Yeah, we watched it this morning.
I think my episode is the highest watched one. But it was real genuine conversation. And we was there like 3-4 hours. Y'all got an hour and a half of it. So, but we had really good energy also. You get what I'm saying? And so now it has turned into him asking me to come to do the radio thing. I was only supposed to do one thing yesterday, and guess what? The guy was like, I want you to do this show with me too. Perfect. So it's God kind of aligning with what I've always kind of wanted to do, and now he's just putting me in a position where opportunities are now coming for me to be able to do those things.
Okay. So since you've been on our show, you know what I'm saying, when I'm there putting it in the atmosphere. I ain't gonna say it, but
I don't mind doing that. It's just like guidelines. I don't like guidelines.
He can't cuss.
No, it's not even a cousin. It's like I can't say certain things because of the guidelines.
But that's life.
But and that's the thing. As you grow and evolve, iHeart is huge. So this is amazing too. You guys are doing great. I looked at a couple of things. I like it. I seen y'all in the car.
If you see the jar right here, this was kind of our media training. When we first started, we said nigga a lot. Then we got to the point where, like I said, it causes demonetization.
Yeah.
So I was like, every time we got to the point, we would put $1 in the jar. But we've gotten a lot better. Like, we barely use the word now.
Yeah. And it's because you want people to come and say, you want Coca-Cola to get behind you and say, I got 10 million. You get what I'm saying? And certain things they can't be a part of. They can't be a part of somebody cussing all the time or saying this all the time.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
all the time.
So how do
you have to kind of just stay away from as you grow and as the opportunities come. You building your platform with how organic you are, right? But as you evolve, you're gonna end up steering in a certain direction that is gonna be based on where you're trying to take yourself. And a lot of places don't want you to cuss. They don't want you to say negative things. Like, I had a company called Conceited Inc. It was this white guy that wanted to be behind me, but he didn't want me to use the word conceited because in the world, conceited is a bad term to them. So he was like, we got to change the name. So he just wanted to come in and change so much stuff. I'm like, But in business, it's like this man offered you $5 million. You could have changed some stuff. You could have did some things differently. And then I end up changing it from Conceited Inc. to Coral Beauty. So I actually did what he asked me to do just years later. Once I grew enough to feel, at first I was stuck on this my business, this my name. I've made all this money with this name. I don't care what people think. But no, as you grow and evolve, because then I could have had a lump sum $5 million just in my bank account and changed a couple things. And he was going to match that $5 million with $5 million in marketing, which could have then took me somewhere, but I was young and I was so stuck on my business and my brand. So as you evolve in business, like this is a business. You have to make the best decisions for the team and the business. So if that mean I can't say the N-word, we ain't saying it. If that mean I can't cuss a lot, we ain't saying it. I can still get my point across the same exact way without using a cuss word. Our vocabulary is extensive. So you don't have to use a cuss word to say what you mean and mean what you say. So if somebody is coming with some money, some of these people getting a bag of money. You see, what's them guys' names? The
Yin Yang twins.
No, Gully and
Gilly and Wallow.
They getting a bag off of their show. You get what I'm saying? And so
it's not the bag, it's what's in the contract. It's what you can and cannot do. It's like the intellectual property. I want to own that. Well, we want to own that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, because sometimes companies will come and they'll try to change something, like a major factor. Yeah, like a major factor of what makes the show. And then it becomes...
Yeah, like that's not the people for us.
Yeah.
You don't have to sell, though.
But that's just not your person. Right. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you read a contract and you are just totally against it, then you turn it down. That's not the contract for you. You may get 100 contracts before you find the one that you actually like. But I know some people that have actually sold their intellectual property for over $100 million. I have a friend that sold her brand for $100 million.
So
she sold it. She a black girl. So yes, she got a husband.
Oh damn.
No. But so if somebody come here, everybody can be purchased. Yeah. Right? Everybody in the world. So if somebody comes to this platform right now and say, I got 15 million for y'all. So change whatever you like. Right. Because you can start something else. You're going to have an NDA. You're going to have a time period where you can't, but you're going to have an extra 5. You're going to have an extra 5, and you're going to have an extra 5.
See, I don't really believe in that, though.
But see, but
guess
what?
Right. Yeah. 7 apiece.
He gotta go. He gotta go. He gotta go. Because, see, that's where black people go wrong. This isn't about sometimes what you believe in per se,
no, for
when
sure.
it's not bad.
I'm down to walk away.
I'm not.
If my people get on.
I'm not saying that you're supposed to sell your soul, right? But if it's something in business that can drastically change your life, that's how I didn't get the 5 million. That's why I keep using 5 million, because that number is stuck with me, because I was so stuck on you not changing my name. This is who I am. This is what I've built. I walked away from somebody that had $10 million that was ready to spend it on my business because they believed in it. But I wanted to be so simple-minded at that point that I didn't see where they were going, because I was so stuck on what I had them built and a few little million I made. I could have been making over 100 million or somewhere. I could have been all over the stores, because this was before anybody was big in beauty. Anybody was big in all these things. They had just seen my numbers. I was making 2-3 million a year with doing lashes and selling lashes and hair. So the man was like, oh, I know we can take this somewhere. We can get this to 30-40 million. We can do this. I got this to invest. I'm going to make you the CEO for a certain period of time. I'm going to give you this and this. You're going to still be a part of the company, but we want to change this and this so we can take it internationally. And I was so simple-minded, and I didn't have nobody around me that knew better either, and didn't say, hey, girl, wait a minute. Right, but I had 7 figures myself, so I wasn't really impressed with his little 5 he wanted to add to the pot, but I should have been impressed with the vision. Yeah. And that's where we go wrong at. It ain't the money, it's the vision. It's where you're going to take me in life.
You still got his number?
I don't.
So I was going to say, I was surprised that when I do the food reviews and I use every word under the sun, how many companies have reached out to me, send us stuff like Arby's, Whataburger, like. But I get it. We haven't done any deals, but still, like, how many people are like interacting with? I'm talking about all the restaurants. You wouldn't think that be watching some of the shit that I say. So,
but they like it for short-term marketing, right? It's funny. Like, in the car, I done seen y'all in the car. I'm like, these motherfuckers is crazy. Like, it's funny. So they need that for their marketing, but they may not put your face on their website, but they may slide you 20,000 real quick, but there's a difference between 20,000 and 200,000.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or a 20 million, there's a difference. So then they may say, we got to clean this up a little bit, still be funny. They like you guys because you guys are organic and you guys are just naturally being yourselves. You see that it ain't forced. When y'all have bloopers, it's funny. You get what I'm saying? Like, so people like that. People like organic content, and that's what you guys provide. But even as you evolve and elevate, some of that content will no longer be so organic, but the core is still going to be organic. But then you clean it up for whoever your person is that's cutting you your check.
The new audience.
I think I'm like the only one of the three of us that don't curse. So it wouldn't be anything to me. I'm like, well, like, what y'all want to do?
But it makes it funny, though. Like, it makes y'all funny. Like, all of y'all are so different in here. And so the personalities together is like, these motherfuckers is crazy.
So who's your favorite comedian?
I don't have a favorite comedian.
Me either. But if you was to go see him in person and he did a show where his material was clean, would you like it as much?
Like Dave Chappelle?
I don't really watch comedians.
Okay, you go see in the movie. You watch a movie. Let's say favorite movie, black movie.
I like all the Bad Boys.
Okay, imagine Bad Boys with no cursing. It don't hit the same.
Probably not. There's a difference in that, though. So I get where you're going with this, right? But if they told Will Smith, here go 10 million, don't curse, he ain't cursing.
Yeah, he gonna be saying shoot, freak, darn.
If they want him to say unalive, if they want him to say bonus hole instead of vagina, he's saying bonus hole. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. People are doing what they need to do for their checks. This man get millions for every movie he in. He ain't getting one or two.
She talking about Will, not me. Her thumb just pointed at me.
So, but then you got to think about Cat Williams, right?
Yeah.
He was on there. He said he turned down 100 million, but Cat Williams, you ain't got 100 million. You ain't nowhere near 100 million.
You think so?
So I don't think so. I mean, he's probably making millions, right? But 100 million and 2 million is different kind of million. Okay. I don't know what happened when he turned it down, and I don't judge people for walking away from money because all money ain't good money, right? So I'll never judge that. But
that's my only point.
If it's just because you don't want to change a little bit of something about your personality, that don't make no sense. Now, if somebody wanted to use some baby oil and one of these dildos on you, then I get you.
Right.
But if
how many millions we talking?
If this just about
you wildin'. You wildin'.
Like some stuff just don't make sense. Some stuff that we do as people. But I mean, I'm not knocking whatever it is you do. But from experience, I know that the decision I made back then wasn't necessarily the smartest decision because I was stuck on the name. And he's right. Oh, I'm going to get the world. I told him I'm going to get the world to see that Conceited ain't bad. But I ended up changing the damn name anyway. Because when sponsors came, when big beauty people came, even when like Sephora and all of them came, they was like, we can't have that word in here. Now, slutty vegans and stuff, now in 2022, 2020, now it's okay to have a slut walk. It's okay to say slutty vegan. And so some of these things, now tramp is okay. Now this. But back then, when I came, it wasn't okay. So...
like how Luke was with the music and he broke down the door for like profanity basically.
Yeah. And so, for me, it wasn't that wasn't the season we was in the business world where conceited was an okay word.
What was this, like 2000?
This was like 16, 17.
Damn. So
because I started this brand in 2011. So back then I'm making all of this money, but the world hadn't accepted it yet. So I could have just changed the name and I could have been in all these stores and Ulta and Sephora's and all this back then. Now they're allowing black people to come into their stores. Now the names are
Savage,
tricky.
Fenty.
Now the one girl, Sexy Red, she got gonorrhea lip gloss
which
and
is
everybody
nuts.
buying it up. Booty hole brown. You get what I'm saying? Now these things are acceptable in 2024, but in 2011, it just wasn't it. It wasn't acceptable. right? So she's getting brand deals, she's getting all sorts of stuff because now people are accepting these things. But back then, people weren't accepting gay marriages. People weren't accepting transgenders getting female on their driver's license. We still had to be in separate bathrooms. The world has changed. And with evolution comes now stuff is okay. So if the man came to me today, it wouldn't be a big deal what my name was, but that's not when he came to me.
Right. Yeah, we have different seasons, in our life to where we learn, different things. So is your goal to get Coral Beauty in like Sephora, Ulta, and places like that?
I want it to be in stores because that's just a good look. It ain't as if you make more money, but it's just a good look for marketing to say that my stuff is sold in 200 Sephoras. My stuff is sold in 200 Ultas. It makes your customers that are going straight to your website go to your website even more because then they feel like you've made it.
Right.
When you're just direct to consumer, sometimes they don't always feel like you've made it. They go to the store. And sometimes people don't want to buy online because they don't want to pay shipping. If I can just go to Target or if I can go to Sephora or Ulta and just go grab some lip gloss right there. Elf sells some of the cheapest lipsticks and glosses and stuff. So you can go right there and run and get it. Why am I going to spend $15 on hers online?
Yeah.
Then I got to pay shipping. Then I got to wait on it to get here. It's a lot of steps, so that is just good for marketing for me.
Yeah, but when you deal with like I said, if you build a relationship with somebody and you genuinely like that person, you're going to go through the ropes to, get it regardless.
Yeah, so, and that's what people do now, right? So people support me because they genuinely like me. Mm-hmm. But imagine the people that have never heard of SK the brand or Coil Beauty. But if I'm walking in a store and there's a display, there's now another few 100,000 a month probably. Target on Camp Creek is always full to capacity all the time. Mm-hmm. If I had a display in there, imagine how many more people would know about Coral Beauty. Yeah. So it's still just marketing. It's still just branding. Then those stores run out. So when some run out in the store, I go and I be like, let me go online and see if I can grab it. That's when I go online. But if I can go run right up to the store 5 minutes away, I can want to go to the store.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
It's just marketing and branding, which all of us need, no matter if you're in podcasting, if you're in beauty, in your tech, you need to market and brand. You need the content.
This episode is sponsored by Coral Beauty.
Use code, you feel me, for 15% off.
So I want to ask y'all one last thing. Being that we're all from different walks of life, you're from New York, Georgia, Louisiana, and Alabama. I'm going to give this cue card, and I want y'all to all read this sentence, and I want to see how different we pronounce things.
Okay.
So we're going to start with Pete. So, Pete, if you will, read that sentence out loud.
5 bowls of boiling oil with oranges in New Orleans, baby. 5 bowls.
Say it one more time.
5 bowls of boiling oil with oranges in New Orleans, baby.
Okay.
Okay. 5 bowls of boiling oil with oranges in New Orleans, baby.
Okay. Yeah.
5 bowls of boiling water. No, 5 bowls of boiling oil with oranges in New Orleans, baby.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely lost your accent. See, I was seeing that a lot.
No, you have to read it.
Oh, okay. 5 boiling waters or oranges with in New Orleans.
What
you read?
No. You missing words.
You did too.
I created them my own.
Okay, 5 bowls of boiling oil with oranges in New Orleans, baby. So I feel like you didn't pronounce baby right. And you didn't say oil right. It's supposed to be Earl.
How?
Oh, no, I don't talk like that.
So where does that come from?
It's just how we talk in New Orleans.
But that's what I'm saying. Like yours.
But I don't live in New Orleans no more.
So when you were there, you said Earl.
But guess what? When you
Earl is crazy.
I don't say Earl. But it's just something that you don't say when you get older if you don't live there. But in New Orleans, like when I'm around like my whole family, I talk different.
Yeah.
And it ain't even intentional.
Same with me. Same with me.
You get what I'm saying? But when I'm in
same
Georgia, I know I have to pronounce my words. Like when I first moved here, people was like, "What did you say? What did you say?" I don't know what you mean. But in New Orleans, we all know what we're saying.
Yeah.
So and if I'm around them and we at a party or something, it just kicks in how we talk there. But in Georgia, it's different.
Yeah.
You have to pronounce your words. But I mean, still saying all these B's at one time, child.
So in New Orleans, where does the accent start to phase out?
It ain't never phased out in New Orleans. It's everywhere.
No, I'm saying like the further you go, like away from New Orleans.
You just talking about like Louisiana?
In Louisiana, I mean, I don't go to a lot of parts
What
of
you
Louisiana.
say? No,
because like you got like Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Like that's what I mean. Like
Okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
then more country.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't go to a lot of different parts of Louisiana. So I'm in New Orleans most of the time. Or I go to Zachary or Baton Rouge. I don't go to La Place, so I don't even know how they talk out there. I don't go to a lot of different other places because I don't know nobody there.
Right.
So it's just like in Georgia, you ain't going to Savannah all the time. You ain't going to Macon all the time. So I'm typically in New Orleans. Or I'll go to, like I said, Baton Rouge or Zachary because my family is there. But you don't go to all different parts. So that's a question I wouldn't be able to answer because I'm only literally 99% of the time if I go to New Orleans, I'm in New Orleans and that's it.
Yeah.
So while you in Georgia, you would say, "What's happening, baby?" And when you go back,
Jesus Christ.
what's down, baby?
He wants you to
The men say
Oh, okay.
the men say what's sound, baby. That's like a pickup line for the men. Women don't say that.
So like, does everybody have the accent? Like, will Hispanic people say "Que pasa is it?" Like,
Yeah, everybody has it.
that's crazy.
Everybody.
"Que pasa is it?"
Yeah, everybody. It's pretty dope though. Like,
because that's not racist at all.
But see, if you were to give her sister that cue card,
And
then she
she'll
would say it the
different.
way that you
'Cause she's
hear
40
it. Yeah.
some years old and she's been in New Orleans her whole life.
She there now?
She's still
Yeah.
there.
Text her that sentence and tell her to say it.
But yeah,
Five
like,
birds of brilliant Earl.
yeah, that's what she gonna say. Five birds, Burlin. She gonna say Burlin. She gonna say Earl. She gonna say baby. She gonna, they gonna say it totally different. But I've been in Georgia 20 years, so I just don't. You can still like if I'm talking for a while, you can be like, "Oh, you from New Orleans," but I don't say my words like they say they words down there no more. And it's just I've been in business so long, I had to start pronouncing what I was saying. People were like, "What?"
Now
What
that you
say?
Now that you hear, do you feel like that's wrong or something?
I don't feel like it's wrong, but I got to be able to run my companies. So I have to be able to articulate in a way that people can understand what I'm talking about.
You can still run your company. Just order 5 birds of brilliant Earl. All right, I got you.
That's what I mean. They'll be like, "Stop playing on our phone." Like, nobody ain't going to know what that means.
You get 5 birds of brilliant Earl.
They'll be like, "What?" Because when I first moved here, I used to be so mad and I would cuss people out because I'm like, "What's wrong with y'all? Like, why you don't understand what I'm saying?" But then I realized, like, girl, you talking fast. Your words is all together. It sound totally different. They don't know what you just said. So I just had to learn over time to just, like, say things a little bit different.
Yeah, well,
And
he
it
said I
just
talk
works
like
for
that
business.
now.
Well, you do though. Well, it's not like that, but you run everything together.
Yeah, like
When
I
she get
make a
excited,
sentence one
Yeah.
word. It's like when I'm really excited and I'm trying to tell you something, it's
3
just all
words,
come
it's
together.
all together.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Is there anything else you want to add before we get up out of here? You can plug in your socials. Yeah.
Listen, follow me on my Instagram page, you guys. Make sure you pre-order my book. Tune in. I have some amazing, great things that are coming. $19.95. We still have glosses. We still have shoes. We still have a little bit of everything. But if you just follow me on Shaunell Kennard IG, you will see everything that we have to offer.
Do we get an autographed copy?
Of course. Where your $19.95 at? On a Zelle, Cash App, Apple Pay, cash, credit card, whatever you prefer.
You got Earl Pay?
I don't got Earl Pay.
Earl Pay.
That is nuts.
That's what's up. So we're going to get into our last minute thoughts. Anything you want to share with them before you get up out of here?
Get up and make shit happen. Period. Stop complaining. Stop whining. If you want to change your life, get up and make it happen. Wake up every day and piss the devil off. And if you do that, you're going to be all right.
All right. That's a good, well, this is our season finale. So that's a good, send off until next time.
Yeah, because mine ain't going to be that complex. Stop putting the ketchup on my fries when I order through the drive-thru. That's nasty. They be falling on the floor. Because I used to pick them up and put them back in there. Don't do that. That's disgusting.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's nasty. My last minute thought, Stop letting them kids just play out in the middle of the street. Like when I'm driving, like make sure they like get them out the way. Don't let them just stay there for me to hit them and then get mad if I hit them.
They ain't the problem. You the problem.
No,
the way you just describe your driving.
No, if you gonna be in the middle of the road and I'm driving and they don't move, how's that mean?
You're gonna run them over.
But if you do,
I'm not gonna run them over. But I'm just saying,
like, you doing the speed that's on the little turtle that say "watch for kids."
No, it don't say watch for kids.
Oh, so you don't watch for kids
playing.
No, it don't say anything. It say speed limit 15. I'm doing the speed limit at 15 because I'm in the neighborhood.
You just said.
But all these children just in the road, just playing. And then like when they see the car coming, they don't move out the way. They just stay there like, oh yeah, wait for me to finish playing.
Is that how you got that dent on your car? Huh? Is that how you got that dent on your car?
No, I got that from my mama's house.
Allegedly.
No, I did. Like, what no kids? But no, the kids in her neighborhood their parents make sure they're well behaved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pete, what's your last minute thought?
Damn, I had one and I forgot it. Damn. If your toilet bowl not clean, I'm peeing in your sink. So, hey, here's what it is.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
Lead us with the quote, and then we out of here. And thank y'all for watching. This is the season finale. Stay tuned. Next, whenever we start back,
we'll be back. We'll be shinier than ever.
Yeah, we're gonna put on lotion.
Yeah, get the book.
We're gonna have a signed book up here with Burlin, Earl, then the autograph.
What else? That's it. I ain't got nothing else.
No quote.
No, I got a quote.
Oh,
I thought we
was
telling them what's gonna be new for season 4. We'll figure that out.
Oh, we're gonna be on iHeartRadio.
2025.
If I get in, I'm gonna figure out a way to slide y'all in. So, guy, you hear that? I got some other people to get in over there. So make sure I get my spot together.
Yeah. Does that happen this year or that's for next year?
This year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm be tuned in. I watch Big Facts all the time.
Yeah. Shout out to Astroglide.
Okay.
You really want that sponsorship. Astroglide, whoever y'all are. Call this baby.
Quote is sunlight is always going to be great. Sunlight is always going to be great for your mental health.
Over there.
Yeah. Sunlight is always going to be great for your mental health. So go outside. Not in the car. Well, yeah, in the car, but just walk outside, man. Go get you some sunlight. Okay. Brighten your day up. For sure. Make your skin good.
Well,
unless you're white and pasty.
Comment, subscribe.
Yeah, I've had to use the bathroom for like 40 minutes, so I'm about to go do that. Peace out.
All right.
Thank you.